Even outside of the current government shutdown, the National Park Service has never, ever been well funded. When it was first created, Yellowstone, in 1872, there was a small administration for the park created, but they were understaffed and underfunded and undertrained. They constantly dealt with poachers coming in and killing the animals. They dealt with people coming in and breaking off pieces of geysers or petrified wood to sell as souvenirs rather than actually conserving the land. So that lasted for about 10 years before they finally went to Congress and said, this is not working. We need more staff. We need people that are actually trained. Not so surprisingly, Congress said no. They were not willing to give any funding to Yellowstone National Park. So the Secretary of the Interior at the time called on the Secretary of War and said, can the Army help us out? So here, what now makes up the Visitor Center in Mammoth, as well as all these other buildings that you see, were Army barracks. Could you imagine coming into the national park and instead of being greeted by a ranger, you're greeted by a man in uniform, the Army, the military? I could not. That would not be nearly as welcoming of an experience. It would be a bit frightful if you ask me. But that's the way it was. All the way up until in the 1900s, Theodore Roosevelt established the actual National Park Service, and we got park rangers, people that were not military, not assigned with war and defending the country, but people that were assigned to protect the land and advise people and keep people safe, and the land itself, most importantly, safe.